Hello and welcome back to another daily cribbage. Before we get into our regularly scheduled game, I want to just let you know that tomorrow I'm going to be releasing a special little video all about traps in cribbage. So stay tuned for that. It should be up, I think, around evening time for the UK. I think most of my viewers are in the US, so maybe it will be earlier in the day for you guys. But that should be up on Wednesday. Now, back to the cribbage. Okay, so we are looking for our opponent. Let's see who we get today. So my announcement was, that was the one about the special video. Maybe this video is special as well. I wonder why it could be so special. Nobody knows. All right, we are the dealer to begin with. We do have 339, which is nice. Or do we... So we could throw away 5-5, or we could throw away 3-3. Why don't we just high roll on the 5-5? How bad can it be? I think the computer's not going to like this. I'm pretty sure it keeps the 3-3 together in the crib. But, you know, things have come out very well for us here. Our opponents decided to play out a non-magic 16. I.e. it's magic for us. They only had 2 cards in hand. The 2 on top's excellent, and 10 jack in the crib is exactly what we want. The computer says, yeah, keep the 3-3 together, but clearly we know something. Okay, what's going on here? It would be nice to throw away 6-7, and I'm just going to do that. It's a little dangerous, but it keeps us most points, and we get to improve really nicely. We have an unmagic 6 here, which means that our opponent does get 31 from our 5s, and our opponent does have jack here quite a lot. But instead it was the 9, which isn't as good, because they don't get that nice run. And 6-7 was quite nice for them in the crib. Yeah, I was thinking about the 7 jack, but no, we lose a lot of points if we do that. All right, 4-5-6 is nice, real nice actually. I think that means I would just throw away the ace 10. We could also throw away ace 4 here, also very reasonable. Now we've got a 5-6 if we can play it out, but we can't. And if our opponent has another 5 and 10, we might end up getting a lot of points here. Yeah, well, they had another 5 in hand and didn't lead it, so we do get a few points off that. 11 points in hand is great. Nothing in the crib. Seems pretty reasonable. We are 56, our opponent is 30. We are well ahead of this milestone. And we look down at a flush. We do have to throw away 7-9, but there's nothing to worry about. I'm happy to lead the 4 here. And some of that's because of the 7 I discarded. So it worked. The idea is that in some situations, this would be a hand where we have 7 if we didn't have this flush. So we would actually have a 4. We'd be able to play a 7 on top of our opponent's 4 if they doubled us. But it's mostly just a way to try and balance out how often I'm leading 4. Because I don't want to lead 4 all the time. That's a little too predictable. We both have a 5 and a 10. What else do they have? 6s? 5s? Oh, okay. So 31 for us. We seem to be capitalizing on all of our opponents' slightly suspicious combos or unmagic cards. 81 plays 54, well ahead, really comfortable. Probably just discard the ace 3 here. Also, it's worth keeping discarding the ace king sometimes, but I see no reason to give up these points. We're gonna play our 6. It's also fine to play the 5 here. Because then if your opponent plays a 4, then you do have a 6 in hand in order to get back some of those points. Oh, opponent did hit a 3 on top, which does give them 12. They're catching up. Catching up quite a lot. Okay, but then we look down at this hand. Double 4, 5, 6. The 12 points, 2 points in the crib. Ace on top. 5 here is actually... it turned out to be fine. If our opponent paired our 5, then we're maybe in some trouble, because if they have a 4 as well, then they might end up getting a lot of runs there. But as it turns out, our opponent caught up a little bit, but then we shoot out into the lead. The thing that's in the balance is whether or not our opponent is getting skunked. And as we look down at these 8 points, it's very possible for us to go out this round. So I'm just going to discard the 6-9. Potentially the computer would like to discard a Jack 6 maybe, or well, I don't know what's safer, Jack 6 or 9-6. Anyway, 4 on top doesn't help our hand very much. If our opponent plays a queen or a jack, those things also don't quite get us to the total that we want. So it's pretty unlikely that we are going to get out right here, right now. Unless our opponent, I don't know, somehow gives us a lot of points. Doesn't seem likely. Okay. So it looks like our opponent's quite unlikely to get skunked now. They get to score these points. They get to score the crib points. Which, okay, that didn't turn out as profitably as I thought it was going to. And here it's a debate between discarding 5-6 or 5-king, because I still would like to get the skunk, and keeping... I don't need to keep 2 5s, just need one of them. I do need 3 points, which is a little bit awkward because... okay, and if we play our 5 here, the idea is that we often get this last point, and that wins us the game. There we go. So, let's have a look at the scores. We crushed it on the play. We crushed it in hand, and our opponent got a pretty nice crib. This is pretty much the reverse of what happened yesterday, so nice to win one back again. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and keep a lookout for the special video tomorrow about cribbage traps, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.